Hi Stampers, it's Gigi with StampFUNatics, and today I have this cute little treat box that I'm going to make with you today using Playful Ghost. This is a new online stamp set that you can purchase, and it has cute little sayings, Happy Halloween, Boo, Trick or Treat. It's got cute little bats there, and then it's got a Dracula, and it's got a cute ghost with a pumpkin, and another ghost on a little broom, and then some pumpkins, black clouds. It's an adorable set and it's very inexpensive. So what I want to show you today is we're going to need a piece of, I wanted to show you what I put in here too. I found these adorable little Dracula teeth. They're gummies. And let me get the bag. They're called Sour Gummy Fangs. I mean, are they adorable or what for a Dracula box? So anyway, you can fit a couple of these in there. I have, I think I have two. Yes, I have two of them in there, but you can put whatever you want. I just wanted to show you that you can fit two of those adorable little candies. Okay, so you're gonna need a piece of pumpkin pie, and this measures 6.5 by 6. And we're gonna score this. Let me get my scoring tool. On the 6.5 side, we're gonna score at 1. Let me get my, there we go, 1. And then 3, 4, and 6. Then we're gonna turn it and we're gonna score at 1, 4 1/4, and 5 1/4. Okay. And I've gone ahead and made a template here, and you're gonna see it on my blog. So just go to StampFUNatics and you will see a copy of this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my bone folder and just crease all the scored lines. It's gonna be easier for you to see. And when you're making boxes, your bone folder is really good to give you a crisp edge on all of your scored lines. Okay, and this one is your smallest. Okay, so now if you look at my template, you're gonna notice that one side is, I think that's, let's see, a 1/2 inch, and the other side is a full inch. So you want the 1/2 inch side over here when you follow this template. So let's go ahead and we'll start cutting. And I'm gonna cut off that first tab, and I'm just gonna kind of slant it a little bit for that. And then we're gonna come up on the next tab, and we're gonna just take a quick miter in the corner, which is just a sliver. It's not really a lot. It's about that much. Okay, ooh, get that off. And then we're gonna come over here and we're gonna do the same. And just miter the corners. Get that off. All right, and then if you look up here, we're gonna cut this whole section off. So we're just gonna kind of come in on an angle and then just go up to that scored line and cut the whole thing off. Okay, now if you look, we're gonna come up on this tab. I'm gonna cut that first scored line off, and then we're gonna miter that tab also. And then we're gonna come up on this the same way, go all the way up to 2 scored lines, cut this one off, and then we're gonna just take a little miter on that to make the box easier to fold. Okay, so this is what we have. Now I have a little quarter rounder. You use whatever you have, and I just like to round this corner off, because this will be the top of our box. And let's put that in there. So this is what you're gonna have. Okay, now I'm gonna take tear and tape, And let's find the end. There we go. And I'm going to put a little on this small piece. You can use any strong adhesive that you want. You can use your liquid glue. It's up to you. I just chose to do this. Now let's see if I can do this. Yep, with my nail. That's good. And then I'm just going to fold the box over and match it up like that. Okay, now I want my box to close in the back like this. So I'm going to have my bottom come in, and then this will fold to the back of the box. So I'm going to go ahead and put some more tear and tape on the top. Well, actually the bottom of my box. And you'll know because it's the one that doesn't have the rounded corners. I'm going to put 2 pieces there. Okay, let's just make sure you get it down really good. And then I think I can just peel it up. Okay, this is really cooperating today. All right, I'm going to even up my box and go ahead and fold it down. And then I'm going to take my bone folder and just go inside the box and give it a good tack down like that. And then there you go, closing up our box. And this will become the front of the box. Now for the paper, the designer paper, first I have a piece of black cardstock that I'll be putting here. And that measures 1 3/4 by 3. And then I have designer series paper, and I'm using the Bright and Beautiful. That's the one that we've had for a while and it carried over. And so I'm using this piece because I thought this had a lot of those purples and colors that went well with the Dracula that I'm thinking. So what I did was I cut 1 piece of designer paper 1 1/2 by 2 3/4. So it's just down 1/4 inch from the black. Then I did 2 pieces of 1 3/4 by 3/4, which will go on the top and the bottom of the box. And I have 2 more pieces of 3 1/4 by 3 that will go there. I'm sorry, 3/4 inch by 3. So I have 2 of those. And I am going to use my liquid glue to put those on. So let's go ahead and put this on top of the black first. This way it always gives me wiggle room. You know, if I don't put it on straight, I can still have time to match it up. Let's see. See, that's what I mean. Like I can pull that down a little bit and push it over. And now, oops, I got too much glue. I think I've got it where I want it. And let's go ahead and put it on our box. And push that over just a bit more. There we go. That looks good. Give that a minute to dry. And I'm going to take the top. Oops, sticking to me. And the bottom. This is a fresh glue, and boy, you can tell it's coming out kind of fast. Yeah, I still have too much there. Let's wipe that off. Hopefully it won't become too sticky. All right, then we're going to do the sides. I did not do the back. If you feel a box isn't finished until you do back, go ahead and just cut another piece like you did the front, and you can add it. But I'm not bothering with it because I think the front is where you're going to want to be. Okay, so that's it for the designer paper and all your cutting. Now, you want to find the top of the box again, which is here. Let's glue that down. There we go. I'm going to let all that dry. And in the meantime, I have cut out a piece of our stylish shapes, and I'm using the smallest circle. And then I'm taking my black Memento ink, And I'm just going to put that bat and stars right there. Okay. And then while I have this open, I've also cut a piece, I believe this was 1.5 inches, which will fit very nicely right at the bottom of the box. And I'm going to go ahead and use the Happy Halloween from the set. And I'm just going to go ahead and stamp that close to the bottom, like that. Okay, now I'm just going to cut this. I'm just going to cut it down to the Happy Halloween. I'm fine with just using my snips. If you want to, you can use your paper cutter. I think, you know, these are handmade. They don't need to be actually perfect, but, you know, get it as close to it as you can. All right, let me close up my glue. And now I have a piece of white cardstock, and I have our Dracula stamp. I'm going to go ahead and stamp it in black Memento ink. And you want to make sure you use a Memento ink when you are going to color with your blend markers. These are alcohol markers, and this will not let them bleed. Okay. The colors I'm using to color are, I'm using my light Petunia Pop and my light and dark Smoky Slate. So let's see, where's my box? I'm gonna oh wait, and I have a green, forgot that, for his face, because I think Dracula needs to be green. It is my light Granny Apple Green. So let's go ahead and do his face first. And I'm kind of avoiding the teeth, I'm just doing the face part. I don't think they really show up that well as white, but you know, you could even make them red, like they had blood on them, but I'm trying to stay with the cute side of Halloween, not the gory, so I'm not gonna put any blood on his teeth. But it's still a cute set. When I do Halloween, I tend to stick with the cute. I don't like scary, I don't like gory, so you probably won't see that on my site. Okay, now the Petunia Pop we're going to use for his little head cover. Let's see if I can do this good. And if you don't feel confident about your coloring, you might want to cut it out first. I don't really worry about it, but there are no matching dies. This will be a fussy cut, so it's up to you what you want to do. Okay, then down here, I'm making this part of his costume or outfit. There. And then for his cape, I'm gonna use the light Smoky Slate. And I'm gonna color this. It's really not a lot of coloring. You could probably sit in front of a show, a TV or something, and go ahead and pop a lot of these out, and then you'll be ready. I'm starting early. We did get a good crowd for Halloween last year. We're in a fairly new development, and we also get some from the nearby development that's next to us. And there were just a lot of cute kids with their cute costumes. So I was thrilled. I haven't seen trick-or-treaters in a lot of years, but if you don't have them, like I didn't have them for years, you can always do them for classrooms, for teachers. Okay, then I'm using the dark Smoky Slate just for this part inside. And that little bit over there. And then a little bit under here. And that's it. Oh, let me get that corner good. All right. So now I'm just gonna take my scissors and do the fussy cutting. I'll go ahead and do it and get right back to you. Okay, now to assemble our box, I'm going to start, I think, with my little bat and put 1 dimensional on it. And we'll just kind of stick him up here in this corner. And then I want to take my Dracula. Make sure you leave room for your saying. Maybe I'll put the saying on next. Let's do that. Put one there and one there. And let's go ahead and just show a little bit of this paper. I don't want to hide it totally. And then we can go ahead and we know where we want to put him. So I'll just do a couple more there. And let's see, we want to make sure we clear that. I like his ear a little bit over. So we'll just put them on, and that's it. Okay, then for these little dots, I used our 2024-2026 in color resin dots. And I really like how they kind of matched his cape. So I just took some small ones, put one up there, oops, and one down here. And that's it, and there you have it. So if you need any of these supplies, I would love for you to order from me, StampFUNatics.com. Please use my current host code. And there you go. And if you haven't gotten this stamp set, it's adorable. I'm going to be making more things with it too. Excuse me. Thanks and have a nice day.